Tobai. We ran the numbers. Sit down. We need to talk. We big. We been watching you since September started. Every early morning, every project you caught it. Across the campus before the sun even rose, before the rest of us even put on our clothes. We documented it not cause we nosy, cause that's what we do. And the pattern we found is concerning to us, and it should concern you too. 16 days straight, no full rest logs. 23 incidents, so you fixing what we catalog. It's someone else's problem that you absorb without being asked, without reward. The ironclad never closes, cause you never close. The workshop floor stays lit, cause you never go home. Or wherever home is for someone who built everything around them except the place to rest in. We not saying stop, we saying the structure you built for everyone else needs maintenance too. And the structure we most concerned about right now is you. The data says rest, we check it twice. The data says rest, and Dubar don't roll the dice. On findings it's clear, on patterns it's real. The data says rest, and we know how you feel. Like stopping is failing, like rest is a cost. But the data says to buy, been running on lost time, lost energy, lost what you need. The data says rest, and Dubar guarantee. Duke been at practice since 5 in the morning. Didn't eat till 2 and gave nobody warning that he was running low. Just kept running, cause that's what he knows. That's what Southgate Commons taught him. Show up, fix it, don't complain, don't slow down. But we looked at the trajectory, and the trajectory says the crown shot gets sloppy when the body ain't fed. The precision gets cloudy when the rest ain't there. We ran those numbers too, and to buy we care about the output, but more about the source. The body is the first tool, and it needs a course correction before the correction becomes a crisis. Before the structure built by Tobai finally finds its breaking point, and we know you think that won't happen cause you built it right. But even the best built thing needs maintenance, even in the middle of the night. We not saying stop, we saying the structure you built for everyone else needs maintenance too. And the structure we most concerned about right now is you. The data says rest, we checked it twice. The data says rest, and Dubar don't roll the dice. On findings this clear, on patterns this real. The data says rest, and we know how you feel. Like stopping is failing, like rest is a cost. But the data says to buy, been running on lost time, lost energy, lost what you need. The data says rest, and Dubar guarantee. We not asking you to stop being Tobai, we asking you to add one more thing to the supply list of what gets maintained, what gets checked, what gets the same care. You give everything else, your body, your sleep, your food, your stillness, the things that keep the greatest builder on this campus still in business, cause Endearing need you, not just today, but book 2 and beyond for the long way. And the long way requires what the short way ignores. Rest is infrastructure too, that's what the data's for. The data says rest, we checked it twice. The data says rest, and Dubar don't roll the dice. On furnings this clear, on patterns this real. The data says rest, and we know how you feel. Like stopping is failing, like rest is a cost. But the data says to buy, running on lost time, lost energy, lost what you need. The data says rest, and Dubar guarantee. We fought this under things Tobai needed to hear, but wouldn't say themselves, you're welcome. Now go rest. That's not a suggestion, it's a finding.